beauties. I don't have any makeup on, got my hair up in a towel. I just got out of the shower, but while I was in there taking a shower, I had an idea to make a pros and cons of bariatric surgery video. And one thing that prompted that was, and I hope this doesn't gross you out, but I lost this gigantic wad of hair, which happens every time now that I wash my dreads. Of course, the hair that's dreaded, nothing falls out. That's the plus side of having dreadlocks. It's just a fact of life when it comes to bariatric surgery. I'm even taking biotin, which I strongly recommend. Your doctor may not tell you to do that, but I'm going to tell you that it's going to help with new hair growth and stuff. The gals that I followed haven't had as bad of a time with hair loss, and they've definitely seen new hair growth a lot sooner. But, you know, it starts a couple months out, the hair loss does, and it's because you're eating so few calories, you really just can't help it. There's no way, even if you tried, that you could get enough in to not see some hair loss. So again, it's going to vary from person to person, but I'm definitely experiencing that. It's definitely not something that should keep you from having bariatric surgery. It's just something that should motivate you when you do, to make sure you're getting your protein in like you're supposed to. You're taking biotin. Take a high dose of biotin. I started taking 10,000 milligrams instead of just 5,000. And so hopefully I'll see a difference with that. And then usually what I'm seeing online generally is that by the time people are around a year out, they're not seeing any more hair loss. Their hair's thickening back up. It's looking good by that time. So, you know, you just have to deal with it for about 8 or 10 months, trying to compensate for those places that are thinning out. Okay, so I'm going to get myself together so that I don't look like a total wreck. Okay guys, so really quick, before I go any further with this video, I'm going to give my stats really quick. I'm 5'2", I'm 41 years old. I had gastric bypass surgery on March 12th of 2018. It is now July something, 2018. I don't even think I know what the date is today. Anyways, I'm about 17 weeks post-op. Just getting ready to enter into my 18th week post-op. Today I got on the scale and I weighed 194. I started out at a little bit over 300 pounds. So I've had over 100 pound weight loss. I'm down to 194. That's where I'm at right now. Okay, so one of the major advantages of bariatric surgery is that you have so much more energy. If you saw my Instagram post, you know that my husband and I just over the weekend played 18 holes of golf for an event that we're trying to help raise money for, and that felt so great. That's something that I would not have been able to probably, I mean, I would have gotten through it because we did have golf carts, but it was so hot. That was the issue. It was like 90-some degrees here in Indiana. The golf course that we were on, some places were shady, but a lot of places we were in the direct light and heat, and so I don't know that I would have been able to endure the heat before. It's been like 15 years since I've swung a golf club, so that was challenging already. And then with my body size, I think it would have been really hard to play as well as I did. It wasn't that great, but I got through it. So that's one of the major advantages that I talk about all the time already. That's a pro, is definitely an increase in energy, an increase in ability to get out and do different activities that you wouldn't be able to do before. Okay guys, so I thought I'd show you a few pieces really quick that I have saved or got over the years because I went into the Goodwill and it was just like too cute to pass up, and they've just set in my closet in hopes that someday I would be able to fit into them. I think it's something that is exciting. It's definitely a pro of having bariatric surgery is being able to fit into things that you haven't been able to fit into for a long time, or wear different styles that you've never looked good in before because of your size. But I'll start with this one. This is a little sweater that I picked up from the Goodwill years ago. But this is something that I picked out just because I really loved it. It has these little flared sleeves. This is all sweater material, which I thought was super cute. I love anything. This almost has like that, almost like cable knit look to it. I love cable knit type sweaters. And it's a little baby doll sweater, which I thought was really unique. I've not really seen a baby doll sweater. I love baby doll tops. I've always wished that I could wear baby doll tops, but I always just ended up looking pregnant with them on. So this is something that I can't wait to put on this fall and winter and be able to look good in and wear. I'm just so excited to get into that. So there's that little sweater. And then this thing here, this is actually a very pricey piece. I didn't pay myself very much money for it, but I bought this years ago at a Saks Fifth Avenue outlet store. And the reason why I bought it was just because it was so gorgeous, but I bought it because I got it for $17.97. I don't know if you can see that very well there. $17.97, and it looks like it was originally $205. You can tell, like, even as it's been marked down, there's like $122.90, then $81.90. So I'm not sure why this thing ever cost $205, but it did. I got it for $17.97. That's my kind of shopping right there. For those of you that are part of my family that are watching this, or if you go to my church, I'm sorry, but yes, I'm a woman, and yes, I like pretty lingerie things. Okay, let's get past it. Let's get over it. All right, let's move on. So this coat is one of my favorite coats that I've worn over the years. Cannot wait to get back in it. Probably the last time I fit in it, I wore the crap out of it for a couple years, but the last time I was able to get back into it and wear it was about 6 years ago or so. I love this coat. Don't know, I think when I wore it, when I went to New York, I was around 180, 185 pounds. And I remember it being a little bit big then. So I'm not sure if it will fit this winter. Maybe I'll get some use out of it this fall for a little bit before it gets too big. But I definitely need to wash it first, because I can see it's got some dirty places on it. Okay. This has been my goal piece. Now this may look really big laying on this bed. I don't know. It kind of does through looking through the phone this way, but I found this at the Goodwill, and I don't want you to think I'm a big, like, has to be name brand person. I'm not that way. These are probably some of the only name brand things I have in my whole closet. But this was $4.29. I loved it just because I love like distressed, like really soft t-shirts that kind of look like maybe they're from the 70s or something like that. This is the size I want to be right here. I can't wait till I can put on this t-shirt and be comfy and wear it with a pair of jeans or jean shorts and just like bounce out of the house. That makes me excited, because for a lot of years I hardly wore t-shirts unless it was almost 100 degrees outside, because I was trying to cover my body so much. So can't wait to get into that. Now here's the other thing that some of you may think I'm crazy for, but it's not like I would wear them all the time, but I do miss putting on a really cool pair of high heels every once in a while for date night, or if I'm really dressed up. I miss wearing heels. These are, gosh, I don't know. They're probably, again, like 6 years old or so. I've only worn them a few times. This is the most I probably ever spent on a pair of shoes. My husband, we were out together, and he was like, no, you're going to buy them, because they might look super chunky now, but they look really cool on. Actually, they go up on the ankle, and they look really awesome on. So I love a really great pair of rad high heels that feels like they're going to hold together well. These definitely do. These are a little bit more dainty in the heel, but I wore the crap out of these. In fact, they're separating up here a little bit, but I love really strappy high heels that go up your leg a little bit, and I can't wait to be able to wear something like this again. But yeah, these are some of my faves, so I thought I would show you that, and then I'll get into a couple more pros and cons before I close this out. Hey guys, so I think I'm just going to tack this onto my pros and cons video, because what I have to talk to you about really kind of fits in that category. It's one of the cons of having bariatric surgery. I'm actually making this video a week or two out from the other parts of this video that I filmed. And one reason why I'm kind of late on getting all of this out is because I've been struggling pretty bad, especially over this last week. I've just felt really ran down and everything. We have been super busy, and I think I kind of attributed it to that and just stress. I'm part of a committee that's planning a really large event for our city, but I've noticed even the last probably 3 days I've been at home and not really had very much to do. A lot of things I've already accomplished, and I still feel so ran down. Been wanting to sleep a lot, and I feel like I can't get enough sleep, but I'm not sick. You know, I don't have a virus or anything that I can tell. So I was trying to kind of figure out what was going on, and it hit me. It just hit me like yesterday that it's probably because I've been out of my vitamin B1, which is also known as thiamine. So I think what I'm experiencing are some symptoms, early symptoms of some B1 deficiency. I've been out of my vitamin B1 for a little bit now, for a few weeks. And that's something that after bariatric surgery you can become deficient on very quickly. I guess I didn't realize how quickly. And like I said, I'm noticing like fatigue, a little bit of weakness. I've been noticing that I'm kind of dizzy. I'm having a lot of gastrointestinal issues, like when I am going to the bathroom, I'm having diarrhea, my stomach's upset, and I don't really want to eat. Nothing sounds good. I'm really nauseated. I've noticed like pins and needles in my legs, especially one leg in particular, like keeps like falling asleep really easy. And especially after bariatric surgery, it's that way with VSG, but especially with Roux-en-Y because of the malabsorption. It's something that you cannot mess around with. So I started looking up the symptoms of B1 deficiency, and it was like checking all the boxes, especially for the early stages. The reason why you don't want to mess with B1 deficiency is because it can escalate really quickly, and it can get really bad, and the effects of it can actually be permanent if you're not careful. You can end up with nerve damage. So I went to the vitamin shop today and picked up B1. I took a double dose of it. I normally take 100 milligrams. They make I think 250 milligram tablets, so I know it's safe for me to take at least 200 milligrams of it. So I did take 2 pills today, and I'm hoping to start feeling better. But yeah, so watch out for vitamin deficiency. It's definitely a con of bariatric surgery that you have to watch for that you have to be on top of your vitamin intake. Again, even though that's a con, it's all still worth it. I would still do it again. So I'm going to hurry up and get this video up for you guys. I hope to have it up by the end of the day today. Hopefully next time I come back to you guys, I'll be feeling a lot better. I'm not sure what weight I was at when I made the first part of this video, so I'll just give you an update. I'm now at 190 pounds, which is awesome. I have been stalled out there for a little bit. I think it's primarily just because of my lack of energy and just like overall not feeling very well recently. But anyways, I have been stalled out there for a little bit, but 190 is still awesome. And I will see you guys soon with another video. All right, guys. Bye. Have a good day.